What's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Joey Chou with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taipei Fashion Week is in full swing. It's an annual showcase of the latest trends from some of the top designers. As Field One reports, this year's show also carries an important message.
The latest trends were on display at this year's Taipei Fashion Show, and while models started down the runway, there was more on display than just the clothes, a fashion statement about environmental sustainability. Seamlessly integrated into the outfits were fishing nets, fishing scales, oyster shells, and plastic, all recycled waste from the ocean.
永续跨界多元跟人文所以我们今年所有展示的走秀的服装从上游的那个纺织那么布料全部都是回收的这个布料这些。
The fashion industry has been labeled as one of the biggest global polluters. In a single year, it releases the same amount of greenhouse gases France, Germany, and United Kingdom combined, according to a report by McKinsey & Company consulting firm. The bulk of it coming from upstream textile and fabric manufacturing.
这些技术呢，也透过这样的一个时装秀呢，跟全世界那么让他看到。
For Taipei Fashion Week, Taiwanese designers worked with the textile industry to not only weave the latest fashion trends for this season, but also a greener future for the industry. Damon Lin and Phil Wang for TaiwanPlus.
One of Taiwan's biggest music events rocked the southern city of Kaohsiung last weekend, Megaport Music Festival. A lineup of top local bands and DJs and international artists performed in seaside venues at the harbor. Megaport was co-founded in 2006 by Freddy Lim, frontman of the rock group Chthonic and an independent lawmaker. Though the festival is now run by two other band members, Lim still remains a huge influence. TaiwanPlus's Inka Vet sat down with Lim to find out what music means to him.
Every now and then I need to express my emotion, I need to feel the passion from the fans again. I need to feel those power in my music and to amplify by my fans and exchange back to me.
Freddy Lim is a Taiwanese lawmaker. He's also an international award-winning rock star. But how did a metal megastar become a lawmaker? It began with anger.
For me, to write music is to express my negative emotions as well. So for me, that's the reason why I still writing music. That's because I need to stay calm in the political field. But I still have a lot of negative emotions, frustrations, anger, sadness.
Strong emotions are the theme of this journey. On the walls of Lim's office in Taiwan's legislature, there's a print of the Dalai Lama and a sketch of a Hong Kong umbrella movement protester in trademark gas mask. These are icons representing the oppressed and the defiant. Icons representing a shared tyranny. Lim learned of Taiwan's history of tyranny and bloodshed in high school. The horrors of the White Terror period under the military Kuomintang government. The oppression of Taiwan's earlier Japanese colonial era. All of this gave him pain and made him angry. They drove him to the dark and heavy sounds of metal.
There are a lot of songs of Chthonic that are inspired by those stories, those touching stories during the authoritarian and White Terror period.
Chthonic is Lim's metal band formed in 1995. Its name comes from the Greek for the underworld. His English name, Freddy, is partly inspired by Nightmare on Elm Street's Freddy Krueger. The band's Chinese name translates as Stephen King's horror classic, The Shining. When Chthonic broke onto Taiwan's music scene, it wasn't like anything the country had heard before. Internationally, they were compared to the fathers of Western heavy metal, Black Sabbath. Yet Chthonic went on to develop a sound even more thunderous, epic and symphonic, using traditional instruments like the erhu and drawing inspiration from Taiwanese folklore and history. The group has released 8 studio albums, toured the US and Europe, and won global awards. With lyrics like these, it was only natural that Lim would turn to activism. Megaport Festival became an incubator for youth activism. In 2010, he joined Amnesty International Taiwan. In 2014, he was part of the Sunflower Movement, protesting Taiwan's integration with China. From here, Lim's journey takes him easily into politics. Within 2 years, he became a member of Taiwan's legislature, representing a district in Taiwan's capital, Taipei.
To make the whole system of the country normal, to let Taiwan be Taiwan, I think that's what I call independence.
Lim's message of letting Taiwan be Taiwan has won him a loyal fan base.
I think people read between the lines and get the feelings and inspired by those things and digest by themselves and then come up with something even better.
This is a story of how a rock star becomes a politician, but also how across the world a shared tyranny unites people and makes them stronger. Patrick Chen and Ian Kavat for TaiwanPlus.
Decorative metal frames on windows are an iconic sight in Taiwan. These are the creations of dedicated iron workers who still ply their trade to this day.
大家都用职人精神这种态度来做的话，其实我相信我们台湾是一直在往前。好像那个3楼那个铁窗，那时候我当学徒的时候，大部分就是做这样的铁窗。所以它铁花窗跟铁窗的差别就差在扭折，因为扭折是最繁复的。铁花窗在当时的时候，他们在制作上因为工具的缺乏，所以他们是完全是手工做出来的。我们会去先丈量他们家窗户的大小，回来之后再裁切那个铁条，划分之后开始去做钻孔的动作，你才开始做扭折。 把它的扁铁就是成团像的扭折，让2个扁铁可以交错在一起，变成一个十字花，然后最后再打铆钉。这时候它的框架基本上大致已经完成。
你先拍起来，
它线条还不错。
所谓台湾的铁窗花，它的造型是非常的丰沛的，然后有各式各样有机的造型，山啊、鸟啊、音乐啊，它的世界是非常活泼的。我们常常在寻找所谓的台湾元素是什么，那这就是最代表台湾性的某一个象征。很多图案都是只有台湾才会发生的图案，而且这些图案有时候也说着台湾的这些历史的脉络。
那铁花窗其实是台湾的一个特别的一个文化，它是属于我们的记忆，那也是属于我们铁工的一个技术在。我会问自己说，我们铁工前辈到底留下什么代表性的东西？后来我就发现说，比较有意义的就是铁花窗。开始我在当学徒的就是一块铁。 我从一块铁就是这样不断的千锤百炼，那铁人家说百炼成钢，所以我也期待着说自己能像钢，可以这样继续坚持着，为自己的理想，然后不断的努力着，坚持着。
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from here in Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with footage of newly hatched golden thread turtle babies at Taipei Zoo. I've been Joey Chou. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.